Hello, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about ng for structural directive in Angular. Just like the for loop in any programming language, ng for directive loops through a collection of items and repeatedly it renders a block of HTML into the DOM as many times as the number of iterations in the loop. Let's take an example where we want to display a list of employees. So let's go to home component.ts file and create an array of employees called employees any is equal to square brackets as it is an array, and let me paste the employees. So here I am having a properties of each employee as name, age, salary and department. So I am having 4 such employees, and if you see the keyword any here, any is a keyword in a TypeScript where it allows us to create any type of object. You can create a string, you can create a number, you can create a JSON object. So that is the reason why we are using any over here. So if we don't want to use any, we have to create an employee class and then we have to create an array of employee classes. So to save the time, right now I am just keeping any keyword. So we have employees object, array object now. Let's go to HTML and create a div tag. Before this HTML, I want to paste few CSS styles that I have created for the better UI. So I have created a card class to display each employee in a card format, and I also created a card body. This class is for inside this employee card, and I also created a display row so that I want to display each employee in a single row side by side, and I also created an odd CSS class. We will discuss about this class later point of time, and let me save this CSS file. And for this div tag, the parent div tag, I want to assign this display row CSS class, and let me save it. This is the div, the parent div, which contains all the employee cards. So I want to have another div tag for each employee. So let me create a div tag again, and I want to assign a card class to this div, and inside this card I want to display the name, age, salary and department of each employee. So for that I am going to create 4 divs with card body as classes. So let me create another div tag which has a class of card body, and inside this I want to display the name, and for now let me have a hard coded name, and let me repeat this div tag for age, salary and department as IT, salary as 50,000 and age as 30, and let me save this and go to browser. So here we are seeing an employee card, and inside this employee card we are seeing a name, age, salary and department. So right now we are displaying hard coded values, and right now we are having only one employee card. So if I want to have n number of employee cards, so I cannot go ahead and repeat this div tag, as we are not sure of how many employee records in a real time comes. So when we are here trying to access the server might give 100 records or 200 records. Based on that we have to dynamically display the data. So hard coding this again and again is not a solution at all. So let's save this and see the browser. Here we can see the 3 employee cards displayed side by side, but we want dynamic binding because we don't know how many number of employees that we are going to receive in a real time. So we will remove this hard coded divs and we will keep only one div tag, and for this one div tag, that is employee card, we will be dynamically binding the employees array using ng for structural directive. So to do that, the syntax is star. Star is because this is the ng for is a structural directive. So for all the structural directives, we will have a star as a prefix. So ng for is equal to, and on the right side we will have some special syntax in a string format, like let emp of employees. So here employees is the employees array object in our home component.ts file, and we are going to use this emp. This is the local variable for each iteration and which contains each iteration employee object. So here, as we are having 4 employees in an array, so for every iteration this emp object holds this each employee object. So for the first iteration it will hold this emp object, the highlighted employee object, and for the second iteration it will hold the mic employee object in a emp local variable. This is also called as a template input variable, and the syntax to create a template input variable is let emp, where emp is the arbitrary name. You can give any name as you want, and to access the employee object properties we will be using interpolation and using this emp local object dot name, because as emp is having an employee object instance, so we can use all the properties of employees in using this emp. So emp dot name, and for the salary it is same emp dot salary, sorry, it is age, and for salary it is salary, and for the department it is department. Let me save this and go to browser, and there we go. We can see all the 4 employee objects dynamically binded with the dynamic data as per our employees array in our home component.ts file. Here on the right side of ng for, the string is not a template expression. This is called as a micro syntax. It's a syntax that Angular interprets. So the meaning of this syntax is take each employee in the employees array and store that each employee object in the local variable emp and make this available to the templated HTML, that is nothing but the host element and its children for each iteration or the loop. Here the emp is called as a template input variable. The let keyword before this emp creates a template input variable called emp. For each iteration, the ng for directive sets emp to the current employee from the array, and the scope of this template input variable or the iteration variable is inside this host element. When we say host element, it is the host element that is attached to ng for structural directive. So this div tag is the host element, and all the children of this host element can access this emp object. And if we try to access this emp object outside this host element, we will get an error. So let me try to access the same emp.name in this p tag and go to browser. Here it has thrown error saying that property emp does not exist on type home component, because it is expecting emp from the home component just like our employees. So as emp is not there in the home component, it has thrown an error, because emp can be accessed only inside of this host element of ng for structural directive. So let me remove this. ng for structural directive also has an index property called index. This is the zero based index for each iteration that we are looping through. So to access that index, we have to use semicolon, and just like the employee emp, we need to create the index variable called I or anything is equal to index, where index is the keyword. And to display this, similar to this interpolation, we can use the same syntax, and where instead of having the emp, we can simply use I, and as it is a 0 based index, we will be having a 0 for first iteration and then so on. And let me name this as index, and let me go to browser, and there I can see the indexes for each iteration or each employee object. 0 is the index for John, 1 is the index for Mike. So for a better UI, we will do I plus 1, so that we will have index start from 1, and go to browser. There we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 as the indexes displayed. Similar to index, we can also track the even and odd iterations using the odd and even boolean properties of ng for structural directive. So to access that, the syntax is similar. Let odd is equal to odd, whereas this odd is a keyword and this odd is a variable. Let me have a OD only, and this will give me the boolean variable. And to access this one, as we have created one class called odd, I am going to bind this only for odd rows. So I will use a class binding, class dot odd is equal to, I can use this variable inside this host element or on the host element. So as I am on the same host element, I can still go ahead and use this. So as it is a boolean value, so if it is a true, it will be true for odd rows, odd iterations, and it will be false for even iterations. So the odd class will be applied only to odd iterations. So in the odd class, we are having a border as a blue color. And let me save this file and see. Open the browser. There we go. So for the odd iterations, we are having this blue, because here if you see 0 is the index, so this is considered as an even row, and 1 is the index for this Mike, so that is the reason why it is considered as an odd iteration. So that is why we are having a blue border for these alternative employees. So similar to this odd, we can also have a even. So the syntax is even. So let's say we can do this using even, so that we want to apply this class for even iterations. If I save this, now the blue border has been shifted. So we are having index and also the odd iteration and even iteration variables, and also our local emp variable, that is a template input variable. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.